Every romance has a moment where the story shifts, where two people who should not have met come together to become something more. Today, I'm discussing that exact moment when our heroine, Nina Whitaker, and our hero, Lucien Marchand, have that moment within this sports soccer trope that we're building in our brainstorming session. Hi, I'm S.W. Bayless, author and storyteller. And this is the last video in this brainstorming series where I take you, my viewer, along with me to kind of show you how I brainstorm storylines and character development. So let's begin with where they meet for this scene. So in the last video, we discussed that Nina is out picnicking and she has this dog that just comes out of nowhere, and she kind of like really plays up this dog. Like she starts talking to it and giving it treats from her basket. So I'm envisioning that Lucien has decided to take the dog out for an afternoon walk. And once he gets started on the walk, he notices a paparazzi that is observing him. And in his haste to get away from the paparazzi, he loses track of the dog. He's solely focused on I got to get away from this paparazzi. Once he feels like he doesn't have to be concerned with the paparazzi, he looks for the dog and finds him with this strange woman that happens to be sitting in this green space, enjoying a picnic. So their first interaction, I envision it to be one that's awkward. Lucien, of course, is not foreign from meeting women, and his first mind is to try to charm her. But I think what makes this scene different is that he quickly sees that his charm is just not working on her. It falls flat. She is more actively engaged with the dog. Now, they do interact, but she's not falling for him. And he realizes two things. One, I don't think she knows that I am a soccer player for the French national team. And two, she is not enamored with me being a star, if you will. This golden boy of soccer. She's not impressed. Okay, so now we have the setting of that moment. Now let's discuss what brings these two together, because I envision, after they meet, they go on their own ways. Well, I'm thinking that in the course of them sitting down talking and discussing the dog and what have you in their conversation, that same paparazzi finds Lucien, and instead of actively engaging him, he kind of hides to see what is really going on. And for him, he feels like, I have a scoop. This is a new female that I'm seeing Lucien with. I can take pictures of them together in what looks like a intimate romantic scene, and I'll get my story from here. And within hours of this photographer taking these pictures, they're plastered everywhere in the newspaper, online, what have you. And the French soccer team, the PR behind the soccer team, and maybe even the PR that Lucien individually have, see this and devise a plan to make this whole scenario work for their respective constituents. They invite Lucien and Nina to come to a private conference, and they tell them, hey, this is out there in the public. As far as the public knows, you guys are a couple, so why not make the most of this situation? Nina is livid initially because she came to Paris with the intent of closing this deal, not being a headline in the newspaper. Lucien is a little perplexed, is the best way I can think to describe it. He knows his PR person is looking out for his best interests. He knows his PR person is trying to build up his brand. He knows that the soccer club is looking out for the best interests of the soccer club. They are trying to get as many French citizens behind the team as they gear up for the upcoming World Cup tournaments. But a part of him is like, I see Nina being upset at this scenario, but why aren't I so upset about the possibility of this fake dating? And that intrigues him. So we have the proposal. The French club team could possibly tell Nina, hey, if you agree to go along with this scenario, then we will make it worthwhile for you to sign on to the deal with your company, which is a plus for her. With Lucien, he gets back his reputation. He's not continuously caught up in the scandal that, tarnished his reputation in the first place. Okay, so once they both agree to this fake dating scenario, then they kind of iron out the terms of what they can and can't do for this relationship, fake relationship. Nina, since she's used to being in control, will control this dating scenario, and Lucien will go along with it. Because Lucien is trying to get away from the scandal, they will have absolutely no discussion or talk about the scandal. For the club, it's a win. For Lucien, it's a win. For Nina, it's a win. The only thing that they cannot do is show emotions when they're in private. All of that is for camera. It's just for the public. So the public will believe that this is a real relationship. And of course, this is the first thing that one or both of them, the rules that they break. And I'm envisioning the exact moment when it shifts from these two individuals that accidentally met and become something more, is that they have decided that they are going to do this public outing, maybe at one of those sidewalk cafes. There will be a camera situated across from them to catch this whole date and their interactions with each other. And in Lucian's mind, he decides, I'm going to do what I can to sell this moment. So I envision him leaning across the table, and maybe there's something on Nina's face that he genuinely takes off, or maybe she has a stray hair that he pushes behind her ear. Whatever this act is, Nina sees it as being more than just the exchange, the win-win scenario that they're in. And she reciprocates and has her own action that Lucien takes to be more than just the cameras are on and we're playing it up. And internally, both of them see that they have this chemistry, that it's just not the two of them performing for the camera. And as a romance reader, as much as I am a writer, that's that spark moment. I love this moment because this is where I feel like if you have your readers read up to this point, then they are locked in for the rest of the story. You just have to not lose the momentum. When I was writing Love in a Line of Fire, which is a romantic suspense, I feel like when Mia and Christian share this moment where right during the fire, when she rescues him and she looks in his face and notices that he's not looking at her as somebody that's saving him, he sees her. The moment kind of changes for her, for I'm just not a firefighter saving someone. This is someone that sees me. And that's where the shift starts for her. For Christian, that moment shifts when he realizes that she is not just part of the investigation, that he's following up the clues to get to the story. She's actually this woman that is dedicated to being a firefighter, and he becomes more intrigued with her as a person. That's the shift for him. And as a writer, you want those moments. You want to put that within your story. So now, if you liked this video, and even this series, this behind the scenes look at how I, as a author, develop my characters and the storyline, like this video, subscribe, so that we can share more content like this with not only you as a viewer here, but with other people that might not have had the opportunity to see this series on their algorithm. Again, to all of my returning viewers and subscribers, thank you for taking this journey with me. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.